Hey everyone, we're just sitting here at the Pilot in Franksville, Wisconsin. Delivered our load today, this morning, and picked up another one. Come over here, we got to deliver it tomorrow. Watching the Tigers game. The satellite dish. But that's what I'm doing. I booked the rest of my loads for up through Friday. So I'll probably either go home Friday night or Saturday, depends if they put something else short on there or not that I can take. But that's to catch up. I was at home over the weekend and got a lot of stuff done. Now it's time to get back to work. And then, well, let me turn the video camera around and we'll go through how I got started in trucking. Alright, so here we go on how I got into the trucking industry. A little background. I went to college for electronics engineering. The Air Force showed up during a job fair when we were almost done there, and I decided, okay, well, I'll go in there, so I went to the Air Force, and then the Gulf War come about, and I was deployed over in the Gulf War. Then when I got out of there, my time was up, so I got out and I was going to go into electronics, and an ad on the TV come up one night about truck driving. So I went to a truck driving school and I signed on with a company, worked there for about a year, and then I decided I wanted to be around home more, so I went to a local company hauling water. So I drove a tanker, and then that it was more seasonal, so then I went into automotive. I drove for automotive for a while underneath the union, and then they went on strike. So then I strike lasted for a while, and I said, well, I'm not going to stick around here. So I got on with a company. I was hauling mobile homes, and I contracted onto a couple dealers where I live, and I used to go down and get their mobile homes and come back. So that's when I started being an independent contractor, and I'd done that for a little while, and I decided I wanted to go back over the road. So I went out and I went to a dealership and bought a truck, and I put that truck on with a local automotive company, and I was hauling automotive for a while until I met up with a Landstar driver, and we're going over pay. Well, he was getting paid more than I was, so he says how good it was. He had freedom and you could pick the loads you wanted. So I said, yeah, that seems like a good place. It's kind of like having your own authority, but you don't have to worry about chasing down your money. And so I put my truck on with them. And after about 5 years at I was at Landstar for almost 10 years. But around the 5-year mark, I decided to open up a retail video game business, and I opened that up in about 2 weeks. I had it up and running, and before the first year was up, I had 5 employees. And so I was trucking, running the business, formed a corporation for that business, had employees, and about the 9.5-year mark, when I was at Landstar, I was offered, and I sold that business. So, but I did keep, I had 5 websites at that time. I did keep one of them, so I still sell online, and I do sell through Amazon too. So, but anyway, I went, I was looking around and seeing Schneider had a program. They just started it. So I said, well, it's the ground floor. I liked the way it sounded, so I said, I'll try it. So I went over to Schneider, and as soon as I seen the load board and seen that they have an assign button and there was no one to call, I knew this was good. So that was 8 years ago, and I wouldn't go anywhere else, and I wouldn't even think about going down and get my own authority and getting another trailer again and do all that stuff, because unless you get your own shippers and then get your shippers on the other end to get you back the backhaul, there's really not much more money in it than what I'm getting now. So, the Schneider system, it's simple. You just click a button and go, and then you book another load. And for example, Today I was getting a couple tires put on, and I booked my next 3 loads, so I'm booked up through the week. So I don't even have to look for freight until the end of the week if I don't want to. But anyway, that's how I got in the truck industry. And you know, I worked for a few companies all the way out there. You know, I've hauled tankers, mobile homes. You know, I had my own trailer, and so now here I am. And I decided to, you know, the dealer, when I wanted to buy a brand new truck, I traded my one truck. He showed me the full maintenance lease program, and I said, well, I'll try it, and if I don't like it, you know, after 2 or 3 months, I'll just buy the truck. And so that was about 3 years ago, and I had that one truck for 2.5 years, and then he offered me another truck. I could order it how I wanted it, and so I said, sure, no problem. So I done it again, you know. So he told me about, you know, about every 2.5, 3 years, I'll just roll it into another truck. And because the program I use, and I have it on the video, I can go back and I can look at when I own the trucks. They cost me just as much, if not more, than this full maintenance lease is. And I like the full maintenance lease better because, you know, if you're paying just as much, or you're saving a little bit of money, but then you don't have to worry about the breakdowns. You got a peace of mind. You don't have to sit there and worry what's happening next. And I don't care what any driver tells you. If you have an old truck, because I had one with 1 million miles on it, I ran that truck for 10 years, from brand new all the way up to 1.25 million. And that's the thing. You're driving down the road, anything you hear in that truck, you start worrying. Oh man, how much is this going to cost me? You know. So now I don't worry about anything. I just pick my loads and go. And if the truck breaks, I just call an 800 number, say come and get it, come fix it. You know, and then when it's done, I just get back in it and drive on. But that's the story, and that's how I got started, and that's where I'm at today. You know, so, and I'll be at Schneider probably until I retire. And other than that, I hope that sums it up for you. Hey, all you guys be safe out there and have a good day.